3 hours, that's all it takes to change your life, for better or worse. These 3 hours are what thousands of students put their hopes into, an entire future into. The IIT, JEE and NEET exams. But what happens when those 3 hours don't go your way? What if everything you work for doesn't result in success? Do you take a drop year? Do you gamble with another 365 days of your life? I know this struggle firsthand because I did it myself. I took a drop year, just like many of you are considering, thinking I could crack IIT the second time. I didn't end up in IIT, but guess what? I still landed a good job abroad. This is my story, my mistakes, and what you need to know before making the same decision. Today we are diving into whether taking a drop year for IIT, JEE or NEET is really worth it, or if it's a dangerous game that you should think twice about. Let's be brutally honest. When you first think of dropping a year to prepare for IIT or NEET, ask yourself, whose dream are you chasing? Is it really your dream, or is it the dream of your parents, your society, your coaching center? I know because I asked myself this question when I took a drop year. I was doing it for the dream of IIT, a dream that had been planted in my head, but I never stopped to think if it was truly my dream. The pressure is everywhere. People tell you, take a drop, study harder, one more year and your life is set. But is that the reality true? I made this mistake thinking that one more year would be the answer to everything. It wasn't. Before you decide to take a drop year, look yourself in the mirror and ask, is this really what I want? You have seen the ads, this student cleared IIT with a top rank. They make it look easy, right? But here's the truth, they won't tell you. Behind every single topper, there are thousands of students who gave it all and still couldn't make the cut. I was one of those thousands. Did you know that only 2% of students who take the exam every year make it into IITs or AIIMS? I was convinced that I could be the part of that 2%, but the truth hit hard. And here's where the real shocker comes in. Over 50% of students who take a drop year don't improve their rank. That was me too. Taking a drop is not a guarantee, it's a gamble. And let's be clear, if you are not mentally prepared for the worst case scenario, it can break you. I have seen it firsthand, and that's why I am here today, to make sure you don't make the same mistakes I did. This is where it gets heavy. You see, taking a drop year is more than just revisiting books. It's about entering a new psychological world. 1 year of isolation. I know how it feels to cut off from friends who have already moved on with their lives. They are in college posting about fest and internships while you're stuck redoing past papers in a room. It's hard, it's lonely, it broke me at times. I doubted myself constantly, and so many students go through the same pain. The pressure mounts, and before you know it, you start questioning your worth. The scary reality, every 42 minutes, a student takes their own life in India due to academic pressure. Kota, the mecca of coaching, has seen 24 suicides in 2023 alone. I experienced the mental toll, and trust me, it's real. That's why I'm sharing this, because I don't want anyone to go through the same emotional roller coaster I did. Now let's talk about the financial side, something not enough students consider. The average cost for a drop year in a top coaching institute can go up to 3 to 4 lakhs. For many families like mine, it was a massive investment, and there's no guarantee. We are not just talking about fees, we are talking about study materials, tests, accommodation, and even the psychological cost of delaying your career by 1 year. You are investing lakhs of rupees in the hope of improving your rank, but what if it doesn't work out? I remember the strain my family felt when I prepared, and even though I didn't end up in IIT, we had spent so much on that one chance. You have got to ask yourself, is it really worth the financial strain? Is there a smarter path you can take? And here's where I tell you my truth. I didn't make it into IIT, but guess what? That didn't define me, and it doesn't have to define you. I ended up working abroad, and I love what I do. There are so many paths beyond just IIT or AIIMS. There are top-tier universities, private colleges, and even international programs that can offer you fantastic education and opportunities. Ritesh Agarwal, the founder of Oyo, never even went to college. Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, didn't go to an IIT. You have to understand that life is bigger than just one exam, one college. I didn't know that back when I took my first drop year, but I learned it the hard way. Now I'm telling you, your success isn't just defined by your rank. Let's lift the curtain on something even darker, the coaching industry. They sell you dreams, but they thrive on your fear. They glorify IIT and AIMS to make you think your life depends on it. I have been there, I have fallen for those promises. But here's the truth, they don't care about your future, they only care about their business. Top student faces are plastered across multiple coaching centers, not because they care, but because they are paid to show those ranks. You are just a number. If you are not in their top batch, they barely pay attention to you. Don't let the system fool you like it fooled me. At the end of the day, the real question isn't, should I take a drop year? The real question is, what's your definition of success? For me, I thought success was IIT, but I found success somewhere else. For you, success could mean something completely different. Taking a drop year might be the right choice, but it also might be the worst decision of your life. The path I took wasn't perfect, but it taught me something important. You are more than a rank, more than an exam. Whether you take a drop or move on, make sure it's your own decision. Own it, and trust me, no matter what path you choose, there's always success waiting for you. Whatever path you choose, remember you are more than just a rank. You are more than just an exam score. You are capable of achieving great things with or without a drop year. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread the truth and break the myths.